Iceman. It's the Iceman and Jody with Hoyt. No, it is quite windy today, so I don't know how much you're going to hear. But as I say, there's Iceman, Jody and Hoytsy up on the hill. And then this beautiful neck and ears are Renske. There's Susan, who's on gate duty. Thank you very much. Oh, and here is our amazing waller, Neil, who I'm going to have to ask very nicely if he can move the wire. Sorry, Neil, you're live on YouTube, and I'm going to show everybody your wonderful creation. So Neil and Sean are being very creative at the moment. Good afternoon, Tim. It is a very beautiful day. We're very, very lucky. And this little hack out is as much for all of you as it is for us. It's been a super, super busy week. As I say, you might not hear some of this because it is very windy. There's my lovely little Bailey. Bailey, can you just stop for a second while we go past? Thank you. Bailey's helping out with prepping the house. And there's Sean. Look at that. But we'll show you more of that a bit later. Hi, Diane. Just enjoy that very beautiful view for now. So welcome to anybody who's joining, whether you're joining live now or watching this on catch up. Hi Lorna. Apologies for anybody's name I miss. But this is an absolute treat to be able to go out and enjoy some time with these beautiful beasties and share it with all of you. Good afternoon, Lindsay. And Bessie, of course. And I hope Bessie's doing all right. Lindsay, I don't know whether you saw that at the start. There was Neil and Sean are creating a beautiful bench at the front of the Hoytzer and Jubba's house. Very excited for you to come up and see it. Hi Lorna. Both Lornas. Take you down for a little gentle out around the fields. As I say, it's rather windy today, so I don't know how much you can hear. Perhaps somebody can let me know whether you can hear us all right. Otherwise, I can speak up a little more. Iceman's been an absolute star this morning. Diane, can't hear you with the wind. Okay, well, just enjoy the view. If you heard that, you can just enjoy the view. I'll probably still waffle away. Yeah. Yeah, it's too windy. That's okay, just enjoy the view. Oh, you can now. We might get the odd sheltered spot. I'll not tell you anything too important then. This was actually my cheating way. Oh look, is that Phineas down there? Phineas the pheasant. Is that Teddy Bear's spirit leading us down the road? There's another pheasant. Phineas's girlfriend. Oh, that took us by surprise. Hold on. When does construction begin on the girls' turnout? I know you have so many projects on the go, just wondering. Tim, it's a very good question, and I've said, I think I've said in other videos, that the idea was that we needed to get our accommodation sorted first, and then I'll focus my time and efforts on getting the proper plans in place for what we need to do for the girls. Now, some of that has changed a little bit, and I have been thinking about it a lot, and there are a lot of plans being considered right now, but let us just have another week or so to get settled into the lodge and get everything that we need, and I will put together a video he says Drommy's tree is terrifying. We can look at him. Iceman says, what's going on in there? And I'll explain what that tree is in there in a minute. So yes, there are lots of plans, slightly different from originally, but I need to put a video to explain it all to you. And I'm hoping that you'll like the idea that I've got. We've raised just over £6,000 towards doing the work. And the plan, obviously, oh, hold on, it's very windy, is to get it done this year. Well, it needs to be done this year. So I will share more with you as soon as I can. Sorry, I don't have my glasses, so I apologise for that. Look, we'll show you this because Jodie's, you know, just standing with him very calm, because what he's seen over here is a very, very beautiful, I know it doesn't look it because it's laid on the ground, but this is a replacement copper beech tree that is going to be planted on Monday above Drommy, the original king of Greenbank, who's laid to rest in the middle of the orchard here. And this replacement tree was very generously sponsored by Jamie Richardson, who's been such a huge help to us in so many ways. And we've had 2 trees here, which have sadly not survived. So this one is far more mature. And David, I've spoken to David today, and he's going to come in on Monday and make sure that it's planted with everything it needs, so that it can thrive and bloom. But as you can see, oh, what's this? This is a little bit daunting. So Jodie's just stood with him quietly until he accepts it. So she'll be watching his body language, watching for him to lower his head, lick and chew, and soften through his whole body. Lindy, beautiful horses to care for in our sanctuary here. So just the rustling of leaves there, he's thinking, oh, okay. So he's just getting used to it. You know, he's a horse that's not fazed by much, but he's learning to control his body and respond in the right way when there is something a little bit unusual. Hi, Paul. So this is, for those who don't know, this is our memorial orchard, where the horses that we've very sadly lost over the years are laid to rest. They each have their own special tree above them, and we finally, after many, many years, had beautiful fencing placed around each of the trees to protect them from the deer, because they would chew them and strip the bark. And we're in the one of the many things that we're trying to do at the moment is sort out the plaques for each of the horses, and then we're going to give anyone who wants to the opportunity to sponsor that tree and that horse and have their name around the fencing. And there you can see Iceman is already much more relaxed. He's munching grass beside the tree. And it's just a case of taking the time and allowing them the time to see these things and understand what they are. So you can see in his whole body shape now, he's much more relaxed. And Jodie's just walking him round because he needs to walk round still in a relaxed frame. Hi Sharon. I'm very glad you can join us live as well. So you see, it only took a couple of minutes. And he understands now. But, you know, when there's something different, it's, you know, it's an external pressure. And we all just need to give the horses the time to understand what it is. And we don't react. Rather than across the bridge, because and then the gate to the 9 acre is open, isn't it? So we could just go round there. So this is a very, very beautiful little field, and you can see the farmhouse gleaming up on the hill there, standing proud, thanks to the Friends of Greenbank who helped us get that painted last year. Up there proud, just like the Friesians do. Sorry Jodie, hold on. Thank you very much. Oh, hold on, sorry for the dodgy filming. Jodie's got to get back on now. I won't be mean, I won't film that. I always find that bridge over there is a good one. So I don't know whether you can see just over the top there are the girls in their summer turnout, and I'm pretty sure on Monday's video I shared you them moving out over there. 8:48 in the morning in Canada, is it? Well, good morning to you. Good morning. And good afternoon, wherever you might be in the world. We always love to know where people are joining us from around the world. But look, you can see all the blossom coming out there on the hawthorn bushes. It's so pretty, and within the next couple of weeks, all the blossom will be appearing on the trees here. Isn't spring just the best season? We love spring. Hold on, let me just sort out my reins. There we go, Jodie's back, reunited with the Iceman. Yeah, so I'm just going to pass over to Jodie so she can explain a little more of the groundwork and how it's helped.
Oh, there we go. I have got it. So I was just saying that even there getting it on ice, we're seeing a different place. And we've been doing a lot of and yeah, it was just so much easier because they just respond to a slight tap on their bottom, and he stood there nicely quiet and relaxed. So it's really good to see that the work that you do with them in the arena, you can sort of put that into practice anywhere, even if it's out and about somewhere different. And that's where them being able to work in a very relaxed manner, it's just so good for them on a day-to-day basis. So oh, Diane can't hear you. Oh, can now. Okay. There's different places where it gets quite windy, so I guess it may be just a case of repeating ourselves if no one can hear. It's lovely Ren. Look at those ears.
So, I think they're both pleased to be out.
Yeah, definitely.
I'm pleased to be out.
Someone asked about you Brits don't like Western saddles. Well, we've never used. Well,
Yeah, I mean, we use these because they're air-filled. But yeah, we wouldn't be opposed to it, and everyone can ride in, whatever they choose. But yeah, we just choose not to use Western.
Yeah, so that's where we find as well the dressage saddles fit the Friesians very well because they have a lot of movement in their shoulders. With them being straight cut, it really is more comfortable for them. And yeah, like Tracy was saying about the air-filled saddles. So I'm just going to have to adjust my reins. Boy. Dodgy camera. Oh, here we go. Right, there we go. That's better. How many horses do you have? I always get the number wrong.
So there's sorry, hold on. So there's 15 Friesians at the sanctuary, and then we have. Does he want to pee? Yeah, and then we have little Freya's little Mr. Prince. So Smurfy, as she calls him, because he wears a blue rug in the winter, and then we have little Mr. JB, the Shetland. Spark, you've got your own horse as well. I don't know whether that's right or not. Okay. Yeah, so they're all Friesians. So we have Friesians at the sanctuary. Do you want to just walk around this field? Yeah.
Yeah, he's not wanting to. I don't know what he's doing.
No.
It takes a little while to decide.
Yeah. We'll just have a nice little amble round this field and then head back up the hill, and we'll show you a little bit of what's going on up at the farm.
And I can take the camera on the way back if you like.
Yeah, it's fine. Yeah, it's fine. Yeah, Renske might at the top of this field want to have a blast down, but we're not going to do that today. We will do that on other live hacks. You've got an ex-racehorse. Oh, well, thank you for giving an ex-racehorse a lovely home, because not all of them are lucky enough to get that. Harry, you've got a horse farm in Finland. Well, welcome. Thank you for joining us. You've got 4 horses. Aren't they the best? Ours are like, they're all like big pets, really. Yes, we're riding these 2 today, but we just aim to give our horses the best life that they can lead, regardless of any issues that they might have. We don't look at them to serve any particular purpose other than just be happy and healthy. We have visitors coming along who just love to spend time around them, and because Friesians love people, it works really well. So we have a beautiful, relaxed environment up at the farm. The horses are generally very happy and relaxed because they know that we're not asking them to do things that they're not happy to do. And we love to share it with you all. Well, hello, Jamie. Hi, Ava. And as I said earlier, if you missed it, this is an absolute treat for us to get out today. It's been such beautiful weather, and with everything going on at the farm, we haven't really been able to spend as much time with all the horses as we would have liked to. So it's almost like the start of the Friday afternoon hacks returning.
A little snippet of what's to come.
Yeah. So we will do our best throughout the rest of the year to bring you as many Friday afternoon hacks as we can do. As I say, for your benefit and ours, and of course the horses, because, they do love to come out and they do love a change of scenery. Have we got Inika and Nemo here? Inika, sorry I missed your name on there. Hello, Jane. We've got Jane Holden. All sorts of names popping up now. I do apologise if I miss anyone. Hi, Ange. Nice to see green grass and blue sky. It really is. And of course, we'll still do the Wednesday Wednesday lives. Speaking of which, next Wednesday is of course Iceman's birthday. And Jodie, who's not usually in on a Wednesday, you're going to come in on Wednesday and tell everybody a little bit more about Iceman, because she knows him inside out and back to front, to celebrate his birthday. And if you haven't seen it, so if you're new to the channel, we have a wonderful quilt made by our quilting queen Diane that's up for raffle at the moment. So you can buy those tickets on our website to be in with a chance to win that quilt, which is made in Iceman's ice blue colours, but also has some darker royal blue to represent his best buddy, or his brother as we like to say, Bear, who he arrived with nearly 3 years ago, but who we sadly lost last year. So yeah, do head over to the website, and as I say, you can get those tickets, and then next Wednesday we'll be bringing you a live where we'll tell you a little bit more about his life story since he arrived at the sanctuary. I'm going to pass over to Jodie, just because I know when I turn to face Ren the other way, she'll be a little keen, and as I'm not riding fit,
It might be quite entertaining for everyone to watch as well. We're going to do a nice walk back, and that's where, you know, a lot of the training that we do with them, it's especially when you're on them, it's about your own body language. And if, you know, ordinarily if you went into a field and you thought, oh, you know, Renske likes to go, so I'm going to tense up to try and hold her back, where actually you have to do the opposite and almost go, we're just walking, there's, you know, and she's, see how well she's responding at this present moment in time. Yeah, and that's the thing with Ren, you know, she's, how old is she? 18? Oh my, is she 20 this year? We have no idea. Renske's, yeah. I don't, H, so Hoitzer, Hidder, they are HA. Yeah, we don't know, but anyway, Renske is, and that's, yeah, so my point was that, you know, she's late teens, early 20s potentially, and you just look at her and you'd never think that. She's just got that wow factor, and she's just always loved her work, and she's just always, you get on her and she just lights up. And that's where, you know, doing these hacks is great for them too, because they just love a change of scenery. They love to, you know, go out and just spend time together. So I will see. Oh, Diane. So Diane's on it. Hoitzer and Hidder will be 23 this year. So
thanks, Diane.
Yeah, I had to meet the horses this morning, and they were asking how old Hidder and Hoitzer were, and I did say 22. So that's, I'm quite impressed with that. But when I was saying it, I thought, are they really 20? Any more questions? Yeah, Diane, help. We have so many other things to think about that we just, you know, the horses' ages, it doesn't really matter. You know, it's just about them and who they are as people. Yeah, he did, yeah. Yeah, and that's where, you know, people ask their ages and they're often astonished by their age and how they just don't look it at all. Ren 20, Ice will be 10.
Oh, okay.
Okay, thanks. So who else have we got? Oh, Lisa's on here.
Hi, Lisa.
Oh, are you going to pee now?
No, he's pooing.
Oh, he's pooing now.
Yeah.
Let's look at beautiful Ren. She's been very good today. She just looks so relaxed through her body.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see.
I think that's the first time.
Yeah, that's, yeah, because I know we were in here, was it last week, and she tried it and then she just went, oh, okay then. It's Maria afternoon haul. See Tracy riding rather than just walk. Oh, he is. Yes, he really is. No, it's always nice to get a different angle, isn't it, of what's going on. Just look at Auntie Ren, what a stunner. Who are you riding? Yes, it is. To sit on one of the horses for some pictures, and he was a perfect gentleman, and he's just so photogenic and stands there so proud and really made her day. So that's exactly what we're looking for. Good morning, Lance. Sharon, is it possible Inna was scratching her behind and got injured? I mean, that is or not, I don't know.
I think it's too extreme for her to have been scratching her behind. I would guess that one of the horses went to herd her out the way, and she rushed and she got herself caught on something in the hedge, or because it's more than just a kick. So I think that she's gone into one of the hedge lines, and there might have been a branch that was quite hard, that was sticking out, that she ended up getting caught on. That's what I'm thinking, because I think a kick, that was almost a bit like a puncture wound, that something had gone into her bottom. So luckily it had literally happened within half an hour of it being seen. So we got it all cleaned out. It doesn't in any way look infected, so we'll probably never know. But all our hedge lines, you could go along and you could fence everything off and think that it's absolutely safe, but it's just one of those things. It was just bad luck where she put herself. But she's well. She's not even stiff on it. There's very little swelling, and she's enjoying being up, having a bit of time up at the yard for the next few days.
Yeah, so that's where, and especially with a horse like Inna, you can kind of, she is one that would react and maybe panic and just do something, where she'd collide with something. But that's where, again, we just, sometimes you could never know what it is, and it could be something very surprising that we would never thought, But that's the reality of having horses, they do things that you'd never know how they manage to do it. But
it's always
she's
a
fine.
freak accident.
Yeah.
It's like Mum's dog Millie, the same day. Unfortunately, she was in the wrong place at the wrong time, and she ended up having a bit of an accident with a vehicle, and ended up having to go to the vets for surgery. And it's nobody's fault. You can't avoid it. It's just being in the wrong place at the wrong time. And these things happen, and you just have to deal with them as best you can when they do happen.
Yeah, and that's the nice thing about the page, is that we share everything. It's not always the highlights. It's sometimes the challenges of just day-to-day life and the things that happen. So it's very relatable to what most people go through that own horses and living that life. So what else? Who else?
Sometimes it's more dramatic than a soap opera.
Yeah. It definitely is, and because I wasn't here on Wednesday, it seems that I always get an update on Thursday, and I think, what's happened on a Wednesday? Because usually there is just some form of drama. It's not always so dramatic, but it's just a constant, entertainment.
Yeah.
So here, got quite a few comments. Hi Kit, Lindsay, let's have a look. How's Nemo? Yeah, I was thinking, I just can't see all the comments.
It's reflective, that screen, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's really hard to see. Oh look, can you see the boys?
Oh, we'll see the boys here. Lindsay, I can see your comment now. She has another tumour on her back paw. Oh, well, thank God it's not cancerous. That's
No, it's not. Fantastic. Oh, that's...
Yeah, that's a that is a positive, and that's the thing, you always have to look at the positive of these things, don't you? But I really do hope that all is well besides that. And we're sending our love, as always. Oh, here he is, the man himself. Uber or weirdo coming over. He was very good with our visitors this morning, and he does seem to be one that loves people coming to see. I'm just going to adjust these reins. To see a lot of our visitors that come down to see him and Hannes. Looks like Hannes is oblivious as to our presence. Oh my. We've seen him before many times. Hannes is too busy.
Yeah.
He's already had cuddles this morning with our visitors. No, that's it. He's put his head back down. Quite happy. A treat for the boys and girls. It certainly is. Uber, you really are a weirdo sometimes, aren't you? Yes. It's your friend. Is that it, Uber? Hannes is just busy grazing.
That's it.
Yeah.
I realised it's not a girl.
Yeah. He said, no, that's it now. Tell him Auntie Jane's watching. Hannes is just too busy eating, because that is probably one of his top priorities in life, is food. But you can see him in the distance over there. Just enjoying some nice grass. Uber. No, don't think Hannes is that interested in us, to be honest. You can see the farmhouse through his ears there. Uber. Right. Yeah, we'll go and see the girls. Go and see what they're up to. Well, yeah. Come on. Right, do you need a pee? I'll pop you in a stable when we get back and you can pee. Yeah, he's just, yeah. Yeah. Because that's it. Usually if you're, working in the arena or out and about, you are 100% focused on them. But when you're sort of busy chatting away and doing other things, they think, oh, I'll just stop for a little break. You can see lovely wren there. Oh, how to relieve stress, a big dose of the beauties, thank you. Oh, that's what we aim for. That's why we think that, the Friday afternoon hacks are really nice, because it's a nice way for everyone to end the week, have a bit of relaxation before the weekend, and have a bit of a catch up and see what's going on. Lovely blue sky, sunshine, and it is a very beautiful landscape. It's we are very, very fortunate that we want to just share it with everybody to enjoy. Yeah, so soon enough there'll be plenty of cow parsley on the roadsides for them to nibble on as they come in. So we've got the wind again, so I'll probably just let you enjoy the view again. Good boy. Come on, sweetie. Very good drivers around here that are very considerate. Oh yeah. All of the wonderful people who are helping with the construction works on the farm. Yep. Oh, I've moved the thing. Any more comments? Hello, Kit. Have a great day from Croatia. Thank you. Hi, Katie. Yes, Nancy, they are definitely a way to decrease stress. It's just such a relaxing thing to watch, isn't it? And just be part of. quite windy here, so I don't know if you can actually hear any of this. I'll just turn here, then you can just admire the view for a sec whilst the wind is quite strong up here. So there's Hannes again, and Uber. You can see across the river. Hi Katie. So I don't know if you can hear very well, but Jason, only time in riding was a 12-year-old pony. I was petrified. And that's where, again, you know, if you don't know the horse very well or the pony, it can be quite a scary thing. But that's where, you know, we know our horses inside out, know their personalities. So I guess it's probably very different to somebody going out trekking, you know, on a horse that they don't know. But that's where we try to share these experiences so everyone can have a feel of what it's like to be on one of these beauties. It is a lovely day for a hack. So Sharon's asked what is left to do before Hoytzer and Mr. JB get into their new home.
Okay. Thank you. Right, so what's left to do? I'm going to... I can't quite walk you in there, but what's left to do? We've got the fencing that's going up next week. So David is just away at the moment, but he's in next week and he's going to be putting all the fencing up. And then the following week, the inside is going to be painted. And then there should be no reason why we can't get the two of them in there. So we're thinking of doing an official opening. Obviously, I've got a big video I need to put together because we've got so much of the work that's been done in there on time lapse. And you know, this has been the most incredible project that we've only been able to do thanks to everybody who's supported. And look at this incredible sofa bench, this stone sofa that Neil and Sean have been creating, which we'll share with you in a longer YouTube video on time lapse. There's the man himself. There's everybody's favourite waller. So they've also rebuilt the wall. I can't quite show you because I can't go in. The wall where Neil stood there now. And as I say, there's just another gate post and gate to go up on the top of the paddock, but we're going to let them go in here once it's fenced, but not on the paddock yet because we've put a load of grass seed and wildflower seed down there. Jamie, it will be an amazing day, and you know, I think we need to get some ribbons across the gateway to do an official opening because it's been a project and a half. So over here, I don't know whether you can hear with the wind, we've got the ship and work, and Michael's off for a couple of days at the moment, and I've not shared a lot of this, but Tamara's got a lot of video of it. Do you mind if you end up on a YouTube video?
No, I just don't get kicked by you.
Oh, you're not going to get kicked. They're Friesians. This is Paul, who's been sorting out our internet today, because... Is it all sorted? Oh, you're going to be back next week? Because with all the moves going on, we haven't been able to bring you live streams on the yard because it was all a bit erratic. Sorry, let me have a look. Let me look at... How's your mum settling in and how are you finding the lodge? Well, it's been quite difficult for Mum, as you can imagine, and it wasn't, well, because I don't know whether you caught what I said earlier about Millie, her little dog, her little Chihuahua, who unfortunately had an unpleasant accident the other day. That's been really upsetting for her and really worrying, but she had surgery yesterday to repair a very, very large hernia. She does have a fractured pelvis, so she's on rest at the moment. So Mum's busy looking after her right now. I'll just go up the top and see Hoitzer and Jubbers. But, you know, she's in there. We've got a lovely lady, Debbie, who's helping sort of keep her settled, because, you know, it is very confusing for anybody with Alzheimer's to move. So yeah, it's not been the easiest of times for her or anyone, but, you know, it's just the challenges of life, and we're very, very fortunate to be in the position that we are, that we've got the lodge that we've moved into. Sorry, I'm waffling now. And I will take you up to see the lodge. But there's Hoitzer and Jubbers. So they're just up here at the moment because they were down in the orchard. But with the new tree arriving, we needed to bring them up here so that they didn't try and nibble on it. I'll take you back down here. Ren might want to stay down at the tie-up points, but I'll see whether I can encourage her to take you up to the lodge. There's Bailey, who's being a great help today. Bailey, as some of you saw, unfortunately, he's had a bit of a bad time recently, so you're doing all right now. What's that round your waist?
Extension lead.
Okay, well that's a unique way to carry it. Yeah, how's it going down at the house? Oh, okay. So yeah, there's always. So we've got the first guests of the year moving into the house today. So Tamara and Bailey have been doing a lot of the finishing touches. Thank you very much, Lorna and Lindsay. Hi, Katie. Yeah, Millie, bless her. You know, I sort of rushed her over to the vets, who were brilliant and saw her straight away. She was doing much better. I was very worried at the time that she had some severe internal bleeding, but it turned out to be a lot better than we expected. I mean, obviously a fracture isn't good, and a big hernia isn't good, especially in a dog of her age and size. But the vets have done a fabulous job, and she came home this morning and she's recovering with Mum. But there's Rainbow Boy, there's Nero, who was snoozing in bed earlier, and then I'll take you over here. Ren, if you don't want to go up there, then you don't have to, darling. Millie is, I'm pretty sure she's 10. We're not very good on ages, as you heard earlier, but I think she's around about 10 or 11. There's Dow Dow. She's been keeping Inna company. Inna, who you will have seen in Frey's video, a little bit of the injury. I have got more video, I just haven't had a chance to put it together. I'll take you round. If you're squeamish, don't look, although I don't think this will show up too close. Hey, Inna. So you can just see around on that bottom. She doesn't want to show everybody. Hold on, let me turn you round. Inna, are you going to let everyone see or not? No, she doesn't want to show her injured side. There's little Hiddy Hops, little Floppy Doo. So he's only in here for now. I can't remember why I put him in here. Oh, that's right, he was in the other turnout and I needed him to come out. So he's just in there temporarily. Annie is off somewhere. She'll be exploring up in the woods or over in the field. And I'll take you up to the lodge. Ren, do you mind if we just go up there? She says, I'd rather stay down here. Come on, sweetheart, let's go up and see the lodge, because you haven't seen it yet. And it is on, you know, I'm so grateful to our anonymous donor and everybody else who helped support this major project, the first one of the year, which was getting this static moved down to the front here and getting this lodge in so that Tamara, myself and Bailey had somewhere more comfortable to live while the shippen is being rebuilt. And this will make fantastic volunteer accommodation once we move out and into the shippen. You know, there is still lots of it was interesting. Chris, who sorted this out for us, he said it's always the last 10% that is hard to get done. And we moved up here very late the other evening after what was, I have to admit, a slightly traumatic day for many different reasons. And we got up here and thought, oh, we've got no plates, we've got no cutlery, we have lots of things that we need to get. But it's this lodge, believe it or not, is 20 years old, but still in really good shape. We do need to get a number of items of furniture and some steps out the front and bits and pieces, but it's all far too much to think about at the moment. I hope the free rainers been interested in your new lodge. Well, to be honest, the free rainers, particularly Annie and Hippie, are more interested in getting to this field at the back. So what they can do, and what they've done the last couple of nights, is they've wandered through over here and gone through that gap in the wall up into this field. And these fields up here, and in fact I can see Prince and Annie up there now, so I'll take you up to see. These fields are very underutilised. There we go. Annie's actually up in bed up there. Are you in bed, Annie? So she's up there with little Prince. Oh, I dropped my reins. Yeah, and I don't know whether you can see her. Can you see her? Let me see if I can zoom in. No, I can't zoom in, but she's up there in bed with Prince. But I'm going to be telling you more about all this land at the top and at the back of the lodge in the next few weeks, because there's an awful lot more that we can do with this area and I'm behind this next project that we've got that will hopefully make better use of this land. But I'll tell you more about that once I get round to posting a proper video for you. Sorry, Katie, it's very windy. Yep, I think Annie is still in bed up there. I would say that I'll go after this and go and get some video, but I've got to get my little man Bailey off for his vocal coaching. He goes vocal coaching on a Friday with his fabulous tutor, Grace. So he's off there in a minute. Sorry, Katie, it's very windy up there, and you know, I've tried different microphones, but have yet to find one that actually sits within the phone and that we can still do the live streams with. Your horses are too clever by half. They are very clever. They're all far more clever than we give them credit for. Lance, I know, it's amazing, the new lodge. Thank you very much. There's the beast. I'll tell you what, I'm going to hop off Ren and I'm just going to... Sorry, excuse the dodgy filming. Ren, do you want to go back down to the tie-ups? Hold on. Let me sort that. You can have a look at Ren. Let me just do this up. You might be wondering why we can live stream up here now, and it's purely because... Oh, Renske. Oh, that hurt. We're on my mobile network, which does work at the moment, but when we do the live streams up at the yard, we're on the Wi-Fi connection here. Right, I'm just going to take Ren's bridle off and let her wander down to the tie-ups, because that's the way we do things around here. There we go. If you wander down to the tie-ups, I'm sure Susan or Jodie will get your saddle off. There you go. You wander off back down there. There she goes, Renske. She's amazing. Auntie Ren. She'll literally just go down to the tie-up points. Wendy, no, we don't do competitions with them because we don't need somebody else to tell them that that they're particularly good in anything, because they're all good. You know, we just look for them to lead happy, healthy lives. You know, don't get me wrong, I've done competition over the years. I'm not a fan of showing, I never have been. Used to show dogs a lot as a kid. It's not a very nice world. And I just personally have chosen to not be in that world anymore. I'm more interested in just enjoying the horses, making sure that they're living their best lives. Some of them would probably like to go out and do, whether it's competitions, it's just really a change of scenery, because they don't care whether they're winning or losing. They just want to have a nice time and be loved and fed. Hi, Charlotte. They do, they just wander around. They are very special. Anyway, I'm just looking at the time, and I probably do need to get a move on, because there's quite a lot of other things we need to get sorted today. Sorry, Hidda, do you want to come out as well? Do you want to come and wander? Let's get you out. Come on, Floppy Doot, do you want to come out? Do you want to come out quickly before Doubtson comes? Otherwise I shut you in there again. Yes, no? You want to stay in there? Don't pull faces at Doubtson. Don't be a grumpy old man. Do you want to come out? Make your mind up. Do you want to come out? You can go join Annie up the top. No, you want to stay in here? Okay, that's your decision. You stay in there and have a sleep. Doubtson, I know you can usually free rein, but I need you to keep Inner company. Yes, so you can stay in there for now. Anyway, there's Nero. There's Nero. Sorry, I'm missing a load of comments here. I do apologise. Hi, Heather. You just caught the live stream. You're late to bed. It's just gone midnight there. Oh, yes, you need to get to bed, get some sleep. I have to say, I did sleep very well in the lodge. Yes, Nero, you can come in a minute. They're all getting very demanding now. It's getting towards that time of day. There's Susan and Spesh, little Zhao. Oh, she's had a bath, because they're all quite dusty and they're getting the last of their winter coat out at the moment. Did she enjoy that?
She thoroughly enjoyed it. I think she just liked the massage as much as the bath.
Oh, probably, yeah.
But what do you think about her tail? The tail gets a bit long.
Oh, yeah, that could do with the trim. That's fine, or we can just get the trimmers out and give it a clip. Yeah. Lovely. And then thank you, whoever took Roan's saddle off.
She came back without her bridle. Have you got it?
Yeah, no, I've got the bridle. Well, I've put it down somewhere, but I don't know where I've put it. I've put it somewhere. I'll find it. It's a bit like gloves. I tend to leave things lying around all over the place. Thank you for taking her saddle off. I have put her bridle somewhere, but I just don't know where. I'll find it in a minute. What else can I show you? There's Iceman in there now.
Oh, he did have a pee.
Oh, he did have a pee. You see, I suppose because he'd been stood outside for a while. Yeah. Right, Nero's being demanding. So I am going to end this live now. But thank you all for joining us. It's been absolutely lovely to get out and have that little bit of Friesian therapy. It's been good for myself and Jodie, and I hope that it's been good for all of you. And we will bring you normal service again very soon, hopefully by next week, with more live streams up on the yard so that you can all enjoy these beasties with us. So thank you once again, and don't forget, if you're new to the channel and you like what you see and you want to see more, please do hit that subscribe button, because if you're an animal lover, you don't even have to be specifically horsey, just anybody who loves animals, we'd love to have you on board. Thank you very much, and have a fabulous weekend, everyone.